Moving on, the Anglican Church of Kenya, ACK, has raised concerns over the state of the country's economy, calling upon the government to be truthful with the citizens of the enormity of the challenges of public debt distress, inflation, and the burdensome cost of living. Addressing the press in Nairobi, the church, led by Archbishop Jackson Ole-Sapit, observed that the government is not doing enough to rein in on wasteful public expenditure or improve deteriorating levels of public service in all sectors. Grace Ahati reports.
As the high cost of living continues to hit Kenyans across the country, the Anglican Church of Kenya, ACK, has called out the government, noting that it is increasingly proving insensitive to the plight of majority of Kenya who are sinking deep into economic hardship and distress on a daily basis. Speaking at the All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi, Archbishop Jackson Ole-Sapit has faulted the proposed Finance Bill 2023 for tax increment, demanding that it should be subjected to thorough public scrutiny through meaningful public participation before it is presented to Parliament.
We demand that the proposed Finance Bill of 2023 is subjected to thorough public scrutiny through meaningful public participation before it is presented to Parliament. The bottom line is that the majority of the population can ill afford tax increases which seem to feature glaringly in the said bill.
On the regulation of religious organizations, the church has noted that it will consider and support a governing law that will stem the proliferation of extremist or cultic practices but must protect and promote religious freedoms for all citizens.
We support a law that ensures that there will be no opportunity for extremist groups and also cultic practices in our country that lead to people to die. We will support that. But we have also said we will not support any restriction on the freedom of worship. The regulation of churches should not be the business of government. The churches themselves or religious organizations can self-regulate in a better way through the umbrella bodies like the NCCK, the KCCB, the Evangelical Alliance, the African Instituted Churches, SUPKEM, or NAMLEF with the Muslims, so that those bodies understand the theology and the interpretation of the Bible more than any government official.
The ACK has at the same time called for coordination between KDF and the police force in efforts to eradicate insecurity in insecurity-prone areas in the country, however noting that the operation should be done with a human face and with utmost care not to violate human dignity and rights of Kenyans.
Intention by the government to eradicate insecurity in areas, in insecurity-prone areas, specifically Baringo, Samburu, West Pokot, Turkana, and Marsabit, is a welcome move. However, the operation should be done with a human face and utmost care not to violate human dignity and rights of Kenyans. In addition, we demand that coordination in the operation areas where KDF have been called to give support to the police force must have a clear command structure.
Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.